electric field along the axial line of an electric dipole. Now what is an electric dipole? Electric dipole is an assembly of two equal and opposite charges. Suppose we represent a positive and a negative charge. This is minus q and this is plus q. If these two charges are separated by a small distance, we represent that distance as 2a. This assembly is called an electric dipole. Now it has got an electric dipole moment. It is a vector quantity. Electric dipole moment is defined as one of the charge into length of the dipole. So electric dipole moment is the product of one of the charge and length of the dipole, which is 2a. Now P is a vector quantity and its direction is from negative to positive. This is the direction of dipole moment P. Once again let us see. Dipole moment is a system of two equal and unlike charges separated by a small distance. Here we had represented a dipole with plus q and minus q. They are separated by a distance 2a. Now dipole moment is represented as P, which is q into 2a. Now since it is a vector quantity, we represent the dipole moment with a vector notation also. Here we can write P unit vector, P cap. So this is the direction of dipole moment. So dipole moment P is represented as q into 2a into unit vector P. So here magnitude is here and direction is also represented. Okay. Now let us see what is the electric field produced by this dipole when it is placed in vacuum medium. Once again I just draw. So positive charge plus q and there is a negative charge minus q, and these two charges are separated by a distance 2a. 2a is the distance. Let this be the middle point of the dipole. Now I just represent the axial line. So this is, if I am just extending, we get the axis. This is the axis. Towards this also we can extend. Along the axial line, if we consider a point P, let this be the point P. This is the point P where we are going to calculate the electric field due to the dipole. So due to plus q at P, if a unit positive charge is placed, we can see the unit positive charge will be repelled. And due to minus q, this is the unit positive charge, it will be attracted. Now due to plus q, what is the field at P? That is represented as E1. Due to minus q, what is the field at P? That is represented as E2. Let us calculate what is this E1, and then we'll calculate what is E2 and what is the net force experienced by this unit positive charge which is placed at the point P. Now for this, consider this plus Q charge only. 2a is the length of the dipole, which means this side is A and this is A. One half is A, other half is also A. Now the point P is at a distance R from the center of the dipole. This is the point P and this is the center, and between them there is a distance R. Once again you see, minus Q plus Q is the assembly of dipole. At point P we are going to calculate what is the electric field. Point P is at a distance R from the center of the dipole. 2a is the length of the dipole, and this point O represents the center of the dipole. Now calculate what is E1. So we can write E1, which is the field at P due to plus Q. Wherever we are calculating the field, we need to imagine a unit positive charge is placed. So E1 equal to, since the system is placed in vacuum medium or free space, E1 equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into, these are the two charges, plus Q into plus 1, plus Q into plus 1 divided by distance. What is the distance from plus Q to point P? From O to P is R, and O2 plus Q is A. So the distance from plus Q to P must be R minus A. Similarly, the distance from minus Q to P must be R plus A. From here till point P is R, minus Q to O is A. So from minus Q to point P is R plus A. Now it's not complete. Here E1 equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught plus Q into 1 divided by the distances R minus A whole square. This is the magnitude. Now in which direction the force is applied? The field is applied. The field is along E1. So along E1 is from negative to positive, that is the direction in which dipole moment act. So I represent that direction as unit vector P. Let us call this as equation number 1. Similarly, what is E2? E2 is the attractive force experienced by this unit positive charge due to minus Q charge. So minus Q and unit positive charge is separated by a distance R plus A. Here till here it is R, this is A, so total distance is R plus A. Hence, I represent E2, electric field at P due to minus Q charge. That I represent here as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus Q into 1 divided by R plus A whole square. I wrote the magnitude. Now in order to indicate the direction, I represented unit vector P. Here the P is acting from negative to positive, but Q is giving an attractive force opposite to P. That is what this minus P is here. Let that be equation number 2. Now let us calculate the resultant force at P. E1 is acting in this direction, E2 is in the opposite direction. So we can see E1 numerator is same, almost that of E2, and denominator is R minus a whole square for E1, and in this denominator is R plus a whole square. This negative sign is indicating the attractive force, positive sign is indicating the repulsive force. So numerator is Q by 4 pi epsilon naught by R minus a whole square. Here it is Q by 4 pi epsilon naught by R plus a whole square. And you can see the denominator in equation 2 is larger than that in 1. So definitely it is clear that E1 is larger, E2 is smaller. So there must be a net force acting away from P along the direction of the larger force, which is E1. So the resultant force E can be represented as, this is the resultant force, E1 in this direction, E2 in this direction. So the unit vector must move in this direction, that is towards E1, towards the larger force. So resultant force, let us write here resultant field, force, unit positive charge we are using. So instead of force we can call field also. So resultant field at P is the vector sum of E1 and E2. Already we had written what is E1, what is E2. Let us substitute here. So this is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into plus Q divided by R minus a whole square plus E2 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus Q divided by R plus a whole square. And for all these, the resultant is towards right. So we indicate with the symbol P cap. Now let us solve it. By solving we get 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into, even Q also can be taken out, 1 by R minus a whole square minus 1 by R plus a whole square. Direction also we can put, which is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into R plus a whole square minus R minus a whole square whole divided by a plus b whole square into a minus b whole square, which is a square minus b square. That into unit vector P. Now on solving this we can get Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab minus a square, this is plus a square, plus minus minus a square minus 2ab, 2ra, so minus minus plus 2ra whole divided by r square minus a square whole square. So we put the unit vector P here. Now solve it. We know r square minus r square cancelled, a square minus a square cancelled. Ultimately, we get the result as q by 4 pi epsilon naught into 2RA plus 2RA, which is 4 times RA whole divided by R square minus A square whole square into unit vector P. Or again this can be simplified as equal to, I just take 2 out, then 2 into 2 Q A R, 4QAR, 4QAR divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. We are not changing, it's a value, it has got value. 1 by 4 pi is not as 9 into 10 to the power 9 SI unit. So R square minus A square whole square, unit vector P. This is equal to, already we know 2QA is the dipole moment. So we write this as 2PR divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into R square minus A square whole square into unit vector P. Now wherever 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught comes, let us substitute with the symbol K. Now this we can write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, that is K 2PR by R square minus A square whole square into unit vector P. Or if we consider the situation that the two charges are here, it's a positive charge and this is the negative charge, this is minus Q and this is plus Q. Between them there is a distance 2a, and we consider the point P is quite far away from the center of the dipole. So this distance I just mention as R. So here we know the R value is very large compared to A. A is small, R is very large. In this situation, we can consider a R square minus A square is approximately equal to R square itself. It's not exactly equal to, slight variation may be there. Just imagine R is in meter, A is in millimeter or micrometer. In such case, R is extremely large or A can be neglected. So R square minus A square is approximately equal to R square. So if we substitute this equation, we can get E, net field E is equal to K into, just look at this equation, 2 P R by R square minus A square is almost equal to R square. So I just write R square, then what is there? Whole square is there. Do unit vector P. Now this can be written as K into 2PR by R to the power 4 into unit vector P. Or this can be written as, here you can see 1 R and R get cancelled out. So K into 2PR divided by R to the power 4, R and R is getting cancelled. So I just mention this as 2P divided by R cubed into unit vector P. So already we know K equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. On substitution, we can get vector E equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p by r cubed into unit vector p. This is the total electric field at a point P which is very far away from the electric dipole. Thank you.